2. Today we're going to talk about comparison. Now y'all might have heard this quote saying comparison is the thief of joy. And it's true, because a lot of us, especially in today's society, we'll go through a lot of social media, a lot of things that we see that are, some are far in reach of our position, our circumstances, and we see that we get influenced, badly influenced, almost like it gives us a quick dopamine, and we all might feel some type of way, whether it's jealousy, whether it's enviness, but it's something that's not good for your mental health, because in reality, you see that type of stuff and you want to be in that position. You focus on what they have rather than what you have. You focus on a lot of commotion really going on into somebody else's life than yourself. That's why comparison is a thief of joy, because it steals away that happiness from you. You see that, now you feel some type of way. Now you feel like you can't even get along with like yourself. A lot of folks out there really just think to themselves that if they compare themselves to somebody else, they're gonna be in that type of level. You know what I'm saying? It's like this, but in reality, it's gonna go far down. That other person is really like above you, went through a lot of stuff that you can't even kind of comprehend, and then you're over here telling yourself that you're in that position, you're in that same type of level that is like almost far-fetched, and then you think it to yourself, you're in that position, you're in that level. You feel me? A lot of chapters, as you will so far called, saying my chapter 1 and your chapter 20. Somebody can be in their chapter 5 and somebody could be in their chapter 30. Somebody could be in chapter 1 and another in chapter 5, but you still can't compare yourself to another person, because either you or that other person has done more and required more knowledge, more potential, and took action, rather than you actually just, you or the other person being far from it. When somebody says reach your fullest potential, is acquiring all that knowledge that you're learning and putting it into action, because a lot of folks don't realize that knowledge is just potential, but taking action is what really implements a lot of things in your life. So always plan ahead, always plan out something, because a man who doesn't plan is planning to fail. You gotta seek that power that really just innovates you, that power that really just seeks you. Because if you steady compare yourself to other people, oh yeah, I could do that. Oh yeah, back in my days I used to do that. Back in this day I used to do that. Back whatever, or I remember doing that type of stuff. That's still comparing, And I remember I was at that point, I was comparing myself to like others who already had stuff, who already had money and everything. And I was just like, dang, bro, why am I talking like that if I don't even got that, And as always, a lot of things really just fall back into yourself. You see, a personal development journey, a self-improvement journey is really the one way to go on about to learn yourself and to stop comparing yourself to others. A personal development journey is something that's actually is required within yourself. That's required when you actually are bound to do something you actually said you wanted to do, you know? Because a lot of things, a lot of people, they don't go through a personal development journey, you know? If anything, they go through it later in life, you know? Some of you might have started at 15, at 10 years old. Some of you might have started at 20. Some of you might have started at 30, at 40. But it really falls back down to how are you willing trying to change your life every time you see things going on around the internet, you know? I had somebody back in the day always comparing themselves, you know? Besides me doing it less, this person was actually doing it more. And each and every day they will say, yeah, I could do that, you know. Oh, why don't I start doing that? I should start doing that, you know. They started comparing themselves each and every day, and it led to a depression, like big time, you know. It wasn't no like sad type of jealous, envious type of moment. No, it led to a huge, big of depression, and I was there to witness it, you know. And that person, the reason why they kept falling back, or you could say depression, was because first of all, they didn't know themselves, and they didn't actually know that they were comparing themselves too much, that they couldn't even do that at one point, you know what I'm saying? That 1% wasn't even 1%. It was even probably less than 0.1%, you know? And they were so stuck up that they ended up not doing anything with their life, you know? Now they're in good hands. Now they're better, and I believe so that I lost touch with that person, but now they're actually building themselves, you know? They're learning from themselves, you know? They're taking time for themselves, you know? So I'm proud of that, but as always, that little story I just told you was really like something that could lead up to you, something that could really fall into your hands if you don't actually know what's going around, you know? See, I became so self-aware that, you know, a lot of people view me as a guru, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people around me, they view me as like oh, you're trying to be like, you know, the next Andrew Tate or something like that, or you're trying to be you know, like some David Goggins type of shit, you know? And reality is like, that's the point, but I'm not trying to be them though. So don't compare me to them, you know? They accomplish more things in life than I have. And I'm starting my personal development journey. I'm starting, you know, I've been starting it. So it's like each day I'm learning something new, and each day I'm actually putting the time and effort. I'm like clocking in my hours to actually get where I want to be, you know? And a lot of people don't tend to see that. A lot of people, they think working hard and putting the food in the table and everything is the way to actually keep on developing, but it's not. You see, it's actually you willing to sacrifice your own time for your future. You know, cut off all distractions, video games, partying, drinking, smoking, you know, masturbation, all of that. You gotta quit an ends to that in order for you to develop in this self-development journey, you know. And a lot of people will rather compare themselves to other people than actually doing what they have to do, you know. They'll see a rapper, anybody, a YouTuber, a rapper, a streamer, somebody who's just like up there, you could say, like better than you. You start comparing yourself to that and think you could do the same, when you don't know what they went through to get to that position. You know, a lot of them was more than 6 years. A lot of them was more than 5 years, 3 years, you know. It takes time for you to actually develop new identity, if you want to say. And you have to build yourself a new identity if you want to kill your old self. But the reason why I'm going back to comparison is because like I said, scrolling through social media, seeing these 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds retiring their parents, retiring, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, and they becoming rich so young and having all these, you know, exotic cars and everything. A lot of people like to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be like that one day. All right, that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you have that ambition, but are you willing to actually take the time to be what you said? Or are you just scrolling there on social media because you got that quick dopamine, that feeling, once again, that you saw on social media, you saw the exotic cars and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be like that one day. You feel me? I don't know if I'm putting in like in the right words or whatever, but what I'm trying to say is that a lot of people would rather actually speak on things than actually taking action. You know, a lot of people will actually talk about it than actually be about it. You know, a lot of people will actually just try to feel discomfort of joy when you should actually be discomforted. You know what I'm saying? When you see that type of shit, yes, it should make you like some type of way, but it should make you like as if you wanted to actually get it. You know, as you actually want to. You know what? I need that shit. Let me scratch off. Let me be where I'm at right now. Let me scratch off. What am I doing? Oh shit, I'm drinking. What am I doing? Oh shit, I'm smoking. Let me cut all that shit off. You know what I'm saying? And start focusing on myself. Stop comparing myself to these people, because a lot of people don't realize that. You know, how many times I see on social media and I see something motivational, and it's a lot of young folks. I know there's just a lot of young people and they probably don't understand. But it could be also a 20-year-old or somebody more older than me, you know, being like, yeah, I'm gonna be like that one day. Bro, how you gonna be like that one day if you just keep saying that on social media? You just keep commenting on something, you know? Because I used to be like that, you know. I used to see something motivational, I'd be like, one day I'll have it. Oh, one day that will be me, you know? But look at me, I said that probably like 3 years ago. I should have been in that position right now, you know? It's because action was never there. It needs to be required. So think about next time when you've seen something, know that that's a reminder to get your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Know that that's a reminder to actually feel the need to actually do something and do it better. You know, a lot of people won't seek that. A lot of people won't actually do that because they will say, you know what, I'd rather be comfortable. Find discomfort, bro. Discomfort is gonna be like something where it's not gonna be easy. It's always gonna be hard, but it gets better. You know, I always like to say that, you know, progressing becomes it's difficult. It's hard and difficult at first, but later on in life it becomes better, not easy. And it's true, you know, because a lot of people, you may see this shit and it looks easy. It's gonna look way easy, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's actually hard. They're just better at it. They just actually took the chance to better it, you know? A lot of people are not. A lot of people are actually just, I guess you could say, comparing themselves. But that's that with comparison. Don't compare yourself to anybody. As one of my friends told me, comparing yourself to somebody else is a weak mind. And that's really true. And a lot of y'all won't like to hear that, but it's completely true, because when you compare yourself to somebody else, you're literally thinking the opposite of what you should be doing. You know, like I said, you get influenced. You know, not as a good influence, but like as a bad influence. And subconsciously, it's just up there, and you start thinking to yourself, you could do that type of stuff. I mean, you can, but are you willing to actually put the work behind the work? You know, are you actually willing to put the action that requires all this type of chaos that you're gonna go through? You know, all these people that are on social media and posting the exotic cars and everything, they are taking action, and they're actually went through some type of mental shift. Likewise, like either if it's bad or good, man, you know, you look around yourself. Like right now, I'm in the gym parking lot, you know, I'm about to go into the gym, and around me I don't see little to no exotic cars. You know, there's probably like at least 2 or 3. You know, last time my friend, he showed me a Urus was up here. You know, I seen a Porsche around here. You know, and that's the bare minimum to actually everything else, compared to everybody else. Everybody else has a Chevy. Everybody else has a Toyota. Everybody has what is that, Lexus? You know, everybody has a Honda. You know, Mazdas. You know, Hyundais, whatever. Everybody has the regular car. Now that might not be their actual car. You know, that might be just a daily. But imagine if I seen a lot of exotic cars. You know, I wouldn't compare myself to them. If anything, I'll try to find a group of people and join them, you know? Like they said, you know, you hang around with 1 million or 2 millionaires, you become the third one. You know, you hang around 3 fucking smokers, you become the 4th one, you know? So try to innovate, man. Try to actually seek progression, action. You know, knowledge is just potential, but you can apply that knowledge to yourself. And that's all I gotta say of today. Just stop comparing yourself to others. You know, you're far greater than that. You're not a weak-minded person. So start taking action. Delete all distractions. Innovate yourself. Progress yourself. Start this personal development journey. Record it. Document your life. Document this type of moment. Because you're gonna look back, or journal it as well. You know, one thing I'm gonna add on is journaling. If you compare yourself to yourself from back 7 months ago to now, back then to 7 months ago to now, you're going to see that how far you actually progressed. You couldn't do 1 rep of push-ups. Now you're doing 20 in 1 set. You couldn't bench, you know what I'm saying, 150. Now you're benching like damn near almost 200. You couldn't run even a mile. Now you're running 5 miles. You know, like you're gonna see these progressions little by little. It takes baby steps, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta crawl before you walk. So a journal is actually something great to actually reflect back on yourself and compare yourself to your old self, to your new self. You know, that personal development journey, or just record it, document it. You know. But as always, man, just make sure you stay up, stay blessed, stay safe, and stay woke, man. Take care. God bless you. Amen.